going on, everybody? Got a little bit of an update to the Gina Carano situation that I want to go over with all of you. As you know, yesterday there was a big statement put out that Lucasfilm has parted ways with Gina Carano. Said some very strange things in that statement too, but the biggest one, of course, is that she's not going to be a part of Star Wars again. I really wonder about that message. Some people have made some really good points about it, that it was kind of strange. And I wonder if they were supposed to release that. That's another big rumor floating around, that wasn't supposed to come out until after their Q1 earnings report, which happened today, I believe. So I want to go over a couple of things. I want to start here. According to this website, Yakface, a Star Wars collector's website, the status of the Cara Dune merchandise from Hasbro is apparently that the Black Series and Vintage Collection figures are canceled, but they're still going to release the Retro Collection version. Now, I don't know if this has much to do with the fact that maybe they just move on from figures, but it's really strange to me because these figures sold. Getting rid of Gina Carano makes no sense, considering her figures sold, her merchandise sold. Like, good luck trying to get these figures. And these are going to end up being worth a lot of money. The retro figure is still coming out, which is interesting. That'll be something to look at. That's going to be a hot item. But here's the big story. Like I said, yesterday was the Q1 earnings call for Walt Disney. And they reported successful numbers. So Disney Plus is at 94.9 million subscribers. Now, it's reported that for Disney Plus to be successful, for it to be a big win for the company, they need 250 million subscribers. That's a problem. They also have a problem keeping a lot of these people because of churn. It's tough. Like, if you don't know what that means, basically, people will watch, WandaVision, right? And then after that, they'll cancel. And then they'll pick it back up again a little bit after, like a new show comes out. It's like bouncing around. You actually will save money doing that. Just moving from service to service instead of keeping them all at the same time. But this is the problem right here. Okay. Some of those people are leaving. So it's being reported by WDW Pro over at Pirates and Princesses that the Disney execs are reportedly shocked by Disney Plus cancellations. And I'm not very shocked by this. Check this out. Somebody over Reddit put this together, and they showed the timeline of Fire Gina Carano and cancel Disney Plus. So you can see Fire Gina Carano here climbing the charts. It was number one, 24K tweets, and it stayed that way for hours. And then Lucasfilm released that statement to Deadline, okay? And this is where cancel Disney Plus comes in. And it stayed on top, number one for hours. Check it out. It peaked at 101,000 tweets. And here's the thing. This is the significant thing about this. People were actually canceling. People were actually canceling their service. I've seen tons of people sharing it on Twitter, and they would go down to the other portion, and they were putting, I'm quitting because you fired Gina Carano. Okay, people are sick of this cancel culture bullshit, and it's showing. And apparently, this got all the way up to the execs, and they didn't expect this. They didn't expect people to actually cancel their subscriptions, which is funny. I mean, imagine you irritate and anger an entire fan base of people, and make no mistake, Gina Carano has a lot of people that love her, and you didn't think that anything was going to happen. I support this hashtag, by the way. I think maybe take a second and consider your Disney Plus subscription. Because I'm going to tell you, it's the one thing that Disney will notice. So we'll see what happens with this. I'm really curious about a lot of these reports that are coming out. I hope that maybe she can be uncanceled and brought back. We'll see, maybe when things cool down a little bit. But I'm just, all these people on Twitter are so emboldened now. Check this out, too. Here's something that's really hypocritical. Here's a tweet. The big concern I have about Gina Carano being fired is that this is a real blow for on-screen representation of people who cannot act to save their lives. Do you want to know who liked this tweet, by the way? By Devin here? James Gunn. Isn't that interesting? A guy who has experienced cancel culture, but he's finding that to be just quite hilarious. That is just so funny. That is the most hilarious thing that James Gunn has seen all day. I thought that was pretty hypocritical. You'd think that he might be a little bit more gracious. But, of course, this is a guy who laughed at Roseanne getting canceled, if you remember that. But, now he's back to, laughing it up with his buddies. They all love the cancel culture stuff. And James Gunn is just back at it. But, we shouldn't expect anything other than him to be a complete gigantic hypocrite anyway. Gina Carano is a little bit more active on Twitter now, liking tweets and responding a little bit. I hope she's all right. Make sure to use the hashtags. We love Cara Dune. We love Gina Carano. Show some support because, she doesn't deserve all of this stuff. And I hope she can bounce back. But that's pretty much it. That's the update stuff. Merchandise has been canceled, but they're still releasing that retro figure. It's crazy. You had a character here that people loved, and you just threw it out the window to appease a bunch of weirdos on Twitter. The double standard here is real. Pedro Pascal has said similar things to what they got upset about her tweeting out the other day, and he's just fine. It really does show that you're only allowed to have one political opinion in Hollywood, and I think people are sick of it. And it's good to see that people are actually speaking with their wallets as well. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that and subscribe if you're new.